Hey guys, it's Mobile Nick Mechanic. Today we're gonna do an oil change for a 2000 Toyota Avalon. It's got a 3.0 V6 engine, and we're gonna give it some 5W30 engine oil. First thing we're gonna do is jack the car up, so let's go. Alright, and we're gonna get underneath the car, right behind the front tire. Now this car's got a unibody, so we're gonna get underneath here and we're gonna find a sturdy part where the frame and the unibody are all one. Like right here. This is where you want to jack the car up. You can see where my hand is that there are notches right here. This is the exact spot. Now I'm gonna put one of the jack stands right here, so I'm actually gonna jack the car up probably about right here. Alright, go ahead and ready your drain pan where you're gonna collect your oil. Alright, and then you're going to want to get a 14mm socket. Come underneath the vehicle. Now you're going to want to look for the bottom of the engine, the oil bolt, which is right there. Not the bottom of the transmission, but in fact the engine. Now the bottom of the engine where the oil comes out, it's gonna have a pan with the nut on it, and the transmission, to tell for that, is it's actually gonna have an indent right here where you'll maybe put an Allen wrench. So we're gonna stay away from the transmission. We want to drain the oil, so put it on. Yep. Loosen it up. Get your drain pan. Slide your drain pan down here. Now the oil is going to come out like projectile, so you want to have the drain pan ready to catch it. Try not to lose your bolt as it comes out, because it'll be a pain to fish out of the oil pan. You might get a little bit of oil on yourself, no big deal. Twist it, hold it, and then pull it right out, and then catch all your oil. Then, you know, give it about 5 minutes or so to drain. And then while we're doing that, we're going to locate the oil filter. And on this vehicle, you can get to the oil filter from the top. Alright, so come to the top of the engine, look right underneath your exhaust manifold. Boom, here's the oil filter. And then once you've got it, it's kind of hard to see, but basically take your oil filter wrench right here, you know, set it to loosen, get it to go over the oil filter. Hopefully, you guys can't really see it. I'm trying to get the camera down there. Oh, that's better. You can see the oil filter right there. Get this guy to fit on here. And then once you loosen it, hang on. Once you loosen it, you can take it off by hand. Now what you're going to want to do is take your drain pan and put it underneath. Put the drain pan, whoops, right underneath there to catch the oil. And get some floor dry or brake cleaner to clean up whatever little spill you have. Let it all drain. Alright, we have our drip pan underneath to catch the oil. Unscrew the filter after you've loosened it with the tool. Dropping it. Unscrew it and then pull it out. Here's our old oil filter. Ooh, this thing is dirty. Alright, here's the new one taken out of the box. Come over here to your oil. Again, I'll clean that up with some floor dry and brake cleaner in a little bit. That's a lot. Take a little bit of the oil, use gloves, and lubricate this ring. Again, use gloves. Lubricate your ring. The seal. Now that it's got lubrication, go ahead and put it down here. Trying to get a good view for you guys while my hand's down there. Make sure the car is nice and cool. Let it sit for a while before you drain the oil and before you take the filter off, because where my hand is a very, very hot area with all the exhaust blowing out of the engine through the manifold. That thing heats up quite a bit and you can burn yourself really bad. This car's been off for like a day, so, well, I mean all night. Tighten the oil filter. Dry your hands or your gloves. Tighten that oil filter as hard as you can with your hands. Maybe not as hard as you can, but pretty nice. Don't use the tool that you remove the oil filter with to put the oil filter back on, because you could put it on too tight, or you could also pierce the filter. Take your 14 millimeter, go back down here, tighten up, retighten your lug nut. Good thing I'm ambidextrous. I can hold the phone with one hand and tighten with the other. Nice and snug. Not too tight because you don't want to fuck anything up, mess anything up. Alright, so we'll clean up this mess in a little bit. Tighten the oil filter. Then get ready to fill the car up with oil. This car holds 5 quarts. Alright guys, so the last part of the job is to fill the car up with oil. 5W30 is what we're going to use for this one. I need something to break the seal off with. Again, use gloves. Alright, so we got the cap. Now comes the fun part. A funnel would help too. I don't have one right now, so I'm just going to do it like this. And we're going to put all 5 quarts in here. Make sure you don't go too fast because you don't want any to pour out. Almost halfway. We are halfway. I'm gonna put all 5 quarts in here. We're gonna put the oil cap back on, put the dipstick in, then start your car up, let it run for about 10-20 seconds, and check your oil level just to be safe. And that's all you got to do to change the oil in a 2000 Toyota Avalon. Try to pour a little bit slower than I am because a little bit's coming off and dripping. And to change the oil in just about any other vehicle is pretty much the same thing as we did here, guys. Jack your vehicle up, get it secure, get it nice and secure, find the oil filter, find the oil drain plug, and boom. Alright, that's it.